Welcome back, guys. It's Moni's Phoenix here, Faded Lines Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here with me. We're going to be doing a reading for Mercury going direct in Scorpio for November 2025. We're going to start off with the Wisdom of the Oracle, and then we're going to do the main spread with the Light Seers Tarot. And then we're going to clarify with just the regular Rider-Waite Tarot. I hope this video finds you well. Mercury retrograde has been pretty intense this go around. Just simply because we had Mars and Scorpio in the mix. And we're going to jump in and see what Mercury stationing direct, what messages Spirit has for us today. And thank you once again for being here. If you'll please hit the like, share, subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. It just helps my channel grow. Helps it reach out to other people here on YouTube. I love these cards, and we're going to jump in and see what messages want to come out for us today. Saturn has already stationed direct. If you haven't caught that video yet, it's up on my YouTube as of yesterday. And I believe Neptune is about to go direct either around the 10th, between the 10th and 12th. I can't remember the exact day, but it's right around the 10th, 12th of December. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season for Thanksgiving, for those of you who celebrate. We're going to give it a couple more shuffles and then we'll get into this. Alright, let's see what Spirit has to say for Mercury direct and Scorpio. The truth be told. Full moon in Gemini is coming up as well, December 4th. So clarity, truth, what we haven't seen is going to start coming out. And we're going to read from the book and see what it has to say. This is the number 14 card. It has a little owl on there with a book of knowledge. So information's going to be coming out, y'all. And this is 14. So we're going to look up and see what the book has to say. Truth be told. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. The message of this oracle, there is the truth, which is the existence of a thing, and then there are a truth subject according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communications with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. This is asking you to speak your truth and be vulnerable. Speak truth to yourself and to others, regardless of the outcome. That is a beautiful message, and I think that during this time, it's going to be very important for us to show our true authenticity, both with ourselves and with others. regardless of the outcome. Not everybody will like the truth, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Let's get in to see what the Light Seers has to tell us. Let's see what Light Seers needs to tell us for Mercury going direct. Scorpio. Shuffle these cards up a little bit more, and then we'll get on into it. It's a beautiful message through the Oracle. All right. Spirit, what do we need to see? Ten of Swords, King of Wands, the Tower, Judgment, High Priestess, the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and the Five of Pentacles. I've shift these cards around just a little bit here. We're going to get a few more, and then we'll get into the tarot. The Three of Swords, Victory, Two of Cups, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, so I feel like either someone around you or you had to end a situation. This King of Swords is the King of Truth. And the King of Wands is the King of Action, having the strength to take action, to speak your truth. You may have felt left out in the cold. You may have had to make a judgment that forced someone else out into the cold. This was a karmic cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune. It could have been a business partnership, a family partnership, a relationship, romantic, platonic, whichever the case may be for anybody who's watching. You went in really deeply about this. There was a lot of heartache, a lot of deception here. Even though the Seven of Swords is not out, the Tower is here. You're going to gain control back over your life. And you're going to have to leave people that no longer serve you. People, places, things, situations. But you are the Emperor here. You are standing up. And this could have been a legal situation that drained you of your money. It also could have been, for some of you, there was some abrupt information that came in, a legal situation, and you had to really step up your game. You had to dust yourself off and say, you know, it is what it is, and I have to keep moving. There could have been a judgment upon somebody. The High Priestess here, she's the keeper of secrets. Maybe this person knew secrets that knew that this was going to be a very destructive secret. Divine timing is in play here. There could be regret, remorse that you didn't take action faster than you should have. Someone did not make a good judgment call here, and it forced someone else that had to make a decision blindly. For some of you, this authority figure here had to make an abrupt decision. It was more or less out of their control. This was extremely fated, y'all. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana here on the table. 6 with the High Priestess. So this was a definite fated event here. Saturn turning direct, Mercury turning direct. This was definitely karma in play. But on the other side of this, you're going to become victorious. You're going to have clarity and movement forward. It's probably going to take time to get things sorted, get things, heal during this time. Now we're going to clarify and kind of get a little bit more detail about the cards. Shuffle these up a little bit more. This could have been a business partnership where there was a judgment call made. Definitely a business partnership with the Emperor here, the Two of Cups. You decided, maybe if you were working with someone, you had to leave them and move on to gain better strength, better power, better finances. And maybe, you were just biding your time to let this out, to let this known. Alright, so let's see what this Tower is about. Spirit, show us what this Tower is about. Show us what this Tower is about. Yeah, this is a definite new beginning. And also with the Temperance, it's also, again, this is divinely guided. This is divinely playing out the way it needs to. You have a new beginning here with the Empress. You left a situation. Yeah, the King of Swords again. Someone is coming out to speak their truth. After you left a situation where you were left out in the cold, someone is coming through here. What is that High Priestess? You knew this was going to cause conflict, inner conflict. Maybe that's why you were prolonging it. Let's see what the High Priestess, what else she has to say. Yeah, there was some conflict over being held back, stuck, stagnant, worrying. What if I do this? What if I do that? What is the King of Swords? Yeah. The Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. You definitely had to speak your truth. You had to end something that wasn't serving you. But there's a new connection coming in here for you. What is... Yeah, you've waited a long time for this. The wheel is finally turning. It's going to bring you peace, prosperity, divine timing, divine action. Let's see what the Emperor is. Yeah, the Emperor here is in major regret. Major regret. He made a decision and he's not happy with the decision. What's the Two of Cups? Two of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles, the Star, Page of Cups, the Emperor, Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this Emperor cut somebody out, and now he's regretting it. But I think he's walking away from conflict. He's healing himself. There's going to be a victory on the other side of this. What was that Three of Swords? Yeah, it was a deception. Third party situation. There could have been other people in the mix. Let's get one more. Yeah, they just took off, didn't really give a shit. They took off and fucked around and found out, looks like. I'm just being honest with you guys. They took action. They tried to offer someone else, and it was very disappointing. There's multiple stories here. So just take what resonates with you and leave what does not. What's this King of Wands? What's this King of Wands? They made a bad judgment call. Yeah, very fast communication. Yeah, and they're trying to defend their decision. Coming in very quickly. You could be defensive or they could be defensive. Take whatever rolls if it's reversed. The Hermit and the Six of Pentacles. Going in, reflecting, asking yourself, you know, I should have given more to this. Regretting not giving more to this. And what's the Judgment? What's the Judgment? What's the Judgment? What's the Judgment? What's the Judgment here? Yeah, the Judgment was made because there was deception here. Lying about traveling. This could have been a toxic situation here. Deception in traveling, maybe. There could have been money involved in this situation. Thinking that you were going to have a victory and you just got the rug pulled out from under you in a sense. I'm going to clarify the Six of Wands and see what this has to say. The Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Justice. The Lovers and Death. The cycle had ended. I'm telling y'all, these cycles that we've been going through with Saturn and Mercury going direct, people are not going to put up with stuff anymore. And now it's time to heal and really go within and just keep moving on. This could have been, also a job situation where you weren't getting all the information. Something was being hidden here. If it was a family member, there was something legal going on here. Probably about money, school, travel, wanting to travel for school. Keeping things hidden while traveling. I'm picking that up very heavily. Maybe your partner was traveling for work and they pretend to be single and you found out about it. This also could have been someone from your past that you had to let go to end that karmic cycle. You're going to be rewarded for that. There is a new start, a new fresh beginning coming your way. But you're going to have to use your intuition. And you're going to have to leave the past behind. I'm telling you, y'all, with Saturn and Pisces, you're going to have to trust yourself. You're going to have to face your fears. And because what's coming towards you is the Ace of Pentacles and that Empress, a new beginning, a new offer, a new direction. Could be dealing with heavy water here, heavy air, fire. I mean, all the elements are here. So, heavily Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Sag. But whatever this was, it got you to move. It got you to realize the illusion. It got you to realize that this was just a bunch of, a bunch of illusionment. You had to be forced to move. If you're not willing to move, Saturn's going to move you forward against your will. Someone was giving to two different people here. Most definitely. Alright, guys, I'm not picking up anything else, so I'm going to leave it here. I hope this helped you guys. Just always remember, the universe has your back, whether you think it is or not. And it's so important to keep our integrity. It's so important to just keep moving forward and let the universe do your bidding. Whatever this was is going to get sorted out, and you're going to be able to move forward on your new adventure in life. It's hard to, let go and let God, but that's exactly what this reading is telling you. Something was moved out of your way for a reason. And it's time to move forward and get your life back into balance and get things more balanced for you, your family, your job, whatever the case may be. But thank you once again, guys, for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button, share, please subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.